Um, the people that don't bring you good vibes, you don't catch a good vibe from them, and you pick up the and I'm pretty much like that. You know what I'm saying? Get them out your circle, change up, just do a cleaning up because you can't if you're trying to elevate yourself and move to a higher height, get all toxic people out your life. People that's bringing you bad energy, keep your circle small. There's nothing wrong with having a few people around, but friends or whatever, true friends. But you don't need thousands and millions of people in your circle because it don't be nothing but trouble. Because some of them people do nothing but try to find fault in you and stuff, even in the real world, whether it's in the YouTube world, whether it's in the Instagram world, or whether it's in the real Hollywood world, it ain't no difference. Just like they always say, more money, more problems. Less money, less problems. You see what I'm saying? The less people you have in your life, the better off you is. I used to tell my mother that all the time. The people that's bringing you negative energy, the people that's calling you up with a bunch of confusion all the time, in a bunch of have you in chaos and you don't even know what the hell they talking about, cut them off. Sometimes it be the closest thing to you. Sometimes may hurt you, but sometimes you got to do what's best for you. Just to cut them off. You got to save your peace and keep them from destroying your health. Because think about it. I used to tell my mother this all the time, and and every time I think about it, it makes me so mad sometimes because I don't like people. One thing I don't like people who hate other people. I don't like people to give people bad energy. You see, one thing I learned about myself, I believe, I noticed this. I noticed it with a fact. I think I stand up quicker for somebody else and more bolder for somebody else and quicker than I would myself. Don't get me wrong now. I'll stand up for myself when I need to, when it's necessary. But I'm not gonna let nobody attack people that I care about. I'm not. I don't care who you is. No, I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna let that. Yeah. And then when you do all the good you know how to do, and they still trying to find something, uh, especially if you're a grandmother, grandpa, you've been there for your grandkids and stuff like that, and you still get a slap in the face or whatever. Sometimes you just got to just cut the energy off that you're dealing with. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. I'm sorry. You just got to cut certain things off. It ain't good to just, especially in this day and age, it ain't good a lot of time to have a big circle in your life. It don't do nothing but most of this don't do nothing but be a bunch of confusion. That's all it be. So if you got friends bringing you that kind of crazy toxic energy, you better tell your children, cut them off. Cut, cut them people off. Sometimes I don't want to say it like that. Sometimes you have to cut some people loose for good. You can be around them for years. It doesn't really matter. It'll hurt you sometimes because you love them. Sometimes you got to do what's best for you sometimes. Because if you don't, they can take you out of here and then something go down. Guess what's going to happen? I'm just going to be real with you. They're going to put you in a nursing home. They're going to put you in a hospital. I'm not downgrading or down talking or trying to throw shades at nobody or nothing like that, but I'm just speaking in general. You'll end up have you in a nursing home. They ain't gonna when push come to shove and you need something, they wouldn't even give you up. You couldn't get a bottle of water from them. You really couldn't. I'm telling you. I used to tell my mother this all the time. You need to turn around. Look, tell me, change up your friends who you dealing with. I don't care if they kin, close kin, or whatever. If they bringing you crazy energy, I don't care who they are. You need to save your peace. Cut them off. If they on the phone, get on the phone and go to talking a bunch of bull that you normally don't get involved in. You better violate that button. Get out of there. Violate that turnaround. Get out of there. Because if you don't, you won't know you in the world and they ain't going to even do nothing to try to. I'm telling you. You get that. Well, so-and-so will do it for you. That's all they going to say. They might come and see you every once in a blue. They might come see you every 12 months, less than 6. They might. Sometimes you ain't gonna even get that. Mm-hmm. Wait till you get down. Yeah, sit back and wait on. Like my mother used to say all the time, if you want to know who your real friends or true friends is, get down and out. She said, if you really want to test to see who a friend to you, just get down and can't do nothing. Or you need to get this done or that done. You're gonna find out real quick. She said like this, and you're gonna see sweet honey. How she put it? You're gonna see sweet shit from honey and water. That's how she'll say it. She said, you laughing? I'm telling y'all, you watch what I tell you. Or she'll say, how them older people put it, keep living. If I would have listened to my mother to this day, when it come to religion and cults and all that, she used to tell me back in the day, and I used to trip about, she used to tell me about certain people I used to hang around. Say, I ain't trying to tell you to hate them or nothing. You see them, you speak to them, feed them with a long handled spoon. That's what she used to say, that old word. I'm not saying don't act no ways funny with them. Just treat them nice and treat them this and that and the third or whatever. But she used to say it, and I used to sit up there and like, yeah, right, like, you tripping. If I can go back and take them words back, I would do it. People in religion in the Christian church will have you blind as blind can be. You'll regret the day you ever got involved with them. The truth will come out. What people say, what they say, what's done in the dark gonna come to what's done in the dark is gonna come to the light. That's true. If I would have listened to my mother years ago, she would try to tell me about certain people and situations, I probably would have been a little better off today than I have than back in the day. Do I wish that I would have listened? Yep, absolutely I do. Do I regret that I didn't listen? Absolutely, yeah. Heck yeah. If I can go back and take a lot of it back, will I do it? I most certainly will. But I didn't listen. She said, okay, something go down. Don't say that mama didn't try to tell you about religious people and about people in general. I don't care if it was family. I don't care. I'm telling you, don't have to. Yeah, man. And one of the things that I can't stand fake people. It's like I feel like I don't like fake people. I really don't. I can't stand to even be around them. I can't stand to be around a finessing person, a person that try to finesse the truth or finesse different things. They try to, if you speaking the truth and you saying something right, they're gonna try to come along and try to speak certain words to manipulate what you're saying. You know? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I think they're telling me storage space running out. System function may not work optimally with less than 3,300 gig storage space. To free up space, go to files and review cleaning suggestions. Okay, that's what they're telling me. I'll do it later. It's a little thing that popped up. I had to turn my head over to read it. All right. So I'm up out of here. And be careful who you invite into your home. Now, that's the title of the video.